Okay guys, this is going to be a raid Shadow Legends video. What I want to do in this video is show you the champion which I am most excited about from the patch. So I built a number of them out yesterday. I'm going to do some guides on the champions which have had like the biggest improvements. But this for me is a standout top champion change in the game that I've found so far. Might find some other ones, but this is the one who I'm most excited about in terms of meta changing champion. We've seen it before with my Salad. We've seen it before with Draco when those buffs came in. I think we've just found it again with Candraphon. So in my tier list, before this change has happened, Candraphon was sitting second from bottom, scoring 1s and 2s across the board. Shocking champion, a meme of a champion. They've changed his kit considerably and he's now really cool. So he has got, on his passive, this is one of the changes. Damage increased by 40% when attacking under a veil. He receives 40% less damage when under a veil. And if anyone on the enemy team places a buff, he gets veil. Okay, so if someone else goes first, he gets a veil, which means he's going to take 40% less damage, and he's going to take, and he's going to do more damage when he gets his go. Also, they can't just remove it. So they can't just remove that veil off him once it's on there. It's done. Madame, sorry, you're not removing it. It's not going to happen. So the other thing he does is gets a turn meter boost each time this champion receives damage under the veil. So he gets a veil one for sure. Almost every single offensive arena team will buff before they do anything. So he gets his veil up. He gets a turn meter boost when he gets attacked. And then he gets to unleash himself. So that's a really cool change. This here is a slight change, so he gets an increased speed buff and increased crit damage added to his A3. This skill is exactly the same. He gets an extra turn if he kills someone, and then this skill is the same. But all in all, that passive change is massive for him. So how have I done him then? I've got him in masteries, which are all about damage. So we're going for like an arena style build. He doesn't need any accuracy in his kit, so I've not done any support tree. I've gone for defense tree. This is quite a cool one on him. Cycle of Revenge. Another chance to get more turn meter when anyone in the team takes a crit. And then we've gone like full damage Helm Smasher. So the first thing I did, first thing I've done here is I just want to see how hard he hits. And I'm actually doing that in Stalwart gear. So I could push him into Savage gear and he would hit even harder than this. But Stalwart gear, he takes less damage because he's under veil. He'll then take less damage again because he's in Stalwart gear, minus 30% from AoE damage. So stack those together, he's actually going to be taking 70% less damage, there or thereabouts. If you partner him with somebody like a Norog or a Duchess, then he'll take less damage again. Duchess is actually probably the best champion in the game to partner him with, because she gives increased attack and she gives a perfect veil buff. So I can't think of anyone better than her to partner him with in this game. There's another good champion who will work well with him, which we need to kind of experiment with. I've not done that yet. Yeah. Infernal Baroness. So Infernal Baroness, if I can just find out. I've only got her as a 50 right now. But she has got a decreased attack move for the enemy. And she's also got the ability to throw a perfect veil on your team. So if you want someone to pre-veil your Candraphon before he unleashes, then she's the one who can do it. But for me, Duchess is the perfect ally if you've got these two together. Because increased attack and perfect veil is huge for him. It's a massive buff. So I've built him out with Stalwart gear to reduce the damage coming into him. Basically give him a tickle. We've gone for high damage here. Crit damage, attack percentage. This is not a final build. This is, I want to see how hard he can hit, okay? Once we've done that, we're then going to throw him into a build which is a bit more like playable in the game. But we've done 5.8k attack, 100% crit rate, 258 crit damage in Stalwart. If he was in Savage, he would be boosting this damage a ton more as well, by the way. But I want to show you how hard he can hit on a wave in Dragon. We were doing this last night on my stream, and it is cool to see. So we've got decreased defense and weaken. We've got that veil and increased attack. we've got 2 people here buffing him up, buffing his damage. So this is kind of like a situation where you're trying to push out the best possible scenario for him, okay? Decrease defense and weaken out there. Poison's out there on everyone. Poison my own team to boost my damage. Let's just get an A1 off. So he's now got like a 20% buff from Bad L. He's got 22.5% buff from Gerp Tuck. Let's just slow this bad boy down. AoE, he's got increased attack on. He's got Veil on, which both boost his damage. AoE, and he comes in with like 200 odd Ks across the board. 230k I think I saw in there. Absolutely ludicrous damage, guys. Obviously, I'm pushing him to like his absolute limits here, yeah? So let's just speed this up again. Get some of this rotation round. Because the other thing which is cool is, so he busts himself here, gets his speed up. So we've got to wait for the cycle to come back round. Decrease defense and weaken out again. Just keep this going. So we're not going to have the same level of buffs on our team. But watch this on his A. So this is back. This can go again because he gets increased turns if he kills someone. So he can actually cycle his abilities really fast. But check out his A1 as well, guys. A1. 200k per hit on a double hit A1. That's where he's going with that. 200k. That's basically Turvold damage. Turvold damage. Shame that's not back. I'll show you that as well. Turvold damage on an A1. Let's do the A1 again. He's now got a bit more damage on him, I think, maybe. No, same again. 200 odd K per hit. A1. So he's up there as the strongest wave clear DPSer in the game. And this is in Stalwart gear. Good Stalwart gear, but not like ludicrous Stalwart gear. Even 100 odd K without decreased defense out there. So, yeah, in terms of wave clear, he's bonkers. Now, if I change his boots so that he's actually, I mean, this build is more like a build if you were going to try and pair him with like a Cardinal. You know, if Cardinal, and actually Cardinal fits this meta now really well. The meta's changed. Rotas is not a thing. Cardinal fits the meta extremely well. So this build could even work in like a Cardinal build or a Duchess Revive type build. But we're going to throw him into boots which are perhaps a bit more practical to do normal content. So speed on the boots, and then we're going to get some damage within the boots. So what we end up with here is still a bit slow actually. 168, 5k is still strong, but he's just a bit slower. But what we can see if we get him into the arena is just how powerful he is. So let's see him in action and in the arena. Trunda is, the hardest hitting champion in the game. We know that. So they're going to get to have their turn. I'm going to try and just steal some of that turn meter back. Get the decreased defense down. I've got my Veil up. I don't have increased attack on with this comp. Let's just make sure she doesn't speed people up. Okay, so they've got decreased defense out. We've got Veil on. No increased attack on me. I could self-buff, get increased attack up. But I think if I do that, I'm just in risk of letting them have a full-on turn. So let's see what happens here with this hit. Oh, man, it's like 80Ks. Spamming in 80Ks. Then he gets another turn. So I just feel like he's going to be absolutely like top of the meta. I think he's just going to be top of the meta. Or like way up there. Foley's going to be up there as well. But I feel like he's just going to be so strong in this meta. You could go like this. Or if I speed tuned it properly, this is even better. This is even better. Maybe it's like this to try and make sure I get a turn. But because she puts increased attack out there and Veil, Duchess, she just absolutely helps him a ton. Can we get to go before these guys go? No, so they've got shields on, but no increased defense. So here we go again. AoE. It's nice. And we killed someone, so he gets another turn. What are we going to do on that extra turn? We're going to try and take out that revive champ. No problem at all, guys. No problem. And then it's just like cleaning up. So that's where he's good. Now, one of the other things, which is really strong about him is, and it's similar to what happened with Rotus, right? If you do not go first, if you don't go first, how do you win? And I think he's one of the answers to how do you win. So let's take this sort of team. Let's put in someone in a shield set. So I've got 2 revived champions. I've got, where's my warlord? I've got a shield set here, 2 revived champions, someone who veils me. They don't have a ton of buffs, which I'm going to struggle to remove. Maybe I just take Sifi out for Madame. So I feel like this sort of comp could work. Lots of buffs on them, which means I automatically get a veil. I automatically get a veil and a speed boost because of all the buffs that's going on. We can just try and shut out their abilities. At this stage, I don't even really care if he gets hurt. Like, he's done his job there by shutting out abilities. We can pick him back up if we need to anyway. We then try and strip all of their buffs. We don't have our increased attack up. Duchess didn't have a turn, but we can still come in and try and nuke. And, oh, we do. We do. We didn't go first. He gets another turn, so we may as well use a double hit and just say, see you later. Actually, it wouldn't have been a double hit. It didn't have a buff on. But you can see the power. You can see the power. We didn't go first, but we still have got a chance to win because he can take a hit. A bit like Rotus. Rotus could take a hit, which meant that he was viable in pretty much any arena defense team. So I feel like Candraphon is going to be cool as offense, cool as defense, really good at wave killing in dungeons. And then the other thing is I do not have him built for Clan Boss at all, but I'm going to show you him in Clan Boss just so you can see the sort of work that he'll be able to do. In fact, yeah, well, let's do it now. I'll build him up. So, guys, I'm not going to like purpose build a Clan Boss team for this, properly speed tune all that sort of stuff. I just want to throw him in to a Clan Boss setup, which I think could just show him off, really. Just show him off. So I'm going to use good champions here, but I just feel like he's going to be capable of playing anywhere in the game because of how hard he hits. So if we had decrease attack, counter attack, increase our attack and veils, potentially, maybe I even do this, more speed. Just going for like a speed comp. And then something like, we're going to need a decreased defense and weaken. So someone like a Razin. How am I staying alive? How am I going to stay alive with this comp? This keeps me alive. I don't have a decreased defense and a weaken. We'll run it anyway. I just want to see what sort of damage he does. So I don't have decreased defense out there. I don't have weaken out there. But the idea is, like, what can we actually do against this Clan Boss when we're getting counter attacks off with someone who's built like this? The other thing is, in Stalwart gear, he will take really low amounts of damage. He's hitting for like 70 odd K a pop on his A1. Compare that to Ultan. I actually got a weak hit. It's not a good Clan Boss for Ultan. Just put 5 really strong champions in the mix that are going to give me decreased defense and weaken. It's going to give me a leech so that I can stay alive. It's going to give me a decreased attack. I just want to see, like, in the same build that he's in currently, what do we do here? What sort of damage do we put out? And, is he even viable? That's the main question. Is he actually viable for Clan Boss? So, remember, he's not in War Master here, so he's going to do a ton more damage if he was. But 20 odd 30Ks without decreased defense and weaken on. He hasn't veiled himself yet either. Duchess, I guess, coming in here would veil him straight away, and that would give us a bit more damage. But he's put his veil on now. Still got a counter attack up. And we're hitting 100k per hit. 100k per hit. That's with this kind of weak source decrease attack on him as well, which is a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying for showcasing. 124k there. So I feel like built in the right way in the right team, 169k A2. I feel like built in the right way, if you find the right setup for him, he's actually viable for clan boss as well. And the cool thing is, with his passive going on, he's taking 40% less damage from the hits. So you don't even need to build him with like a crazy amount of defense to stay in line with the rest of your team. Maybe I should put Duchess in the mix here, but I just wanted to kind of show you a feel for, where could he even do it? And I think the answer is yes. I think he's actually been changed so that he can probably play anywhere in the game. So, guys, for me, he's the biggest revelation, the biggest change in terms of champions. Definitely someone that if you've got him in your vault, get him out of the vault. He is, if nothing else, going to be a top-tier arena champ. But I also think you're going to be able to use him in any content in the game as like a big hitter and someone who can actually stay alive. Look how weak the hits are coming in here, and you saw what his defense was like. So, guys, Candraphon, biggest change in the patch for me. If you don't include Rotus, hope you enjoyed the video. Get him out of your vault. Get enjoying him. I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you later.